a dream.
I have a dream. Were great words once spoken by a great man, Martin Luther King Jr. He used this motivational speech, along with his leadership abilities, to lead the African American population to equality, promoting their sustainability and prosperity for years to come. Today, I use his great words to promote my motto as a sustainable leader for tomorrow. I have a dream to develop effective innovations which contribute to creating environmental sustainability for future generations. My name is Chris Miles. In pursuit of my goal, I completed several tests which assessed my abilities as a leader. This led me to discover several aha moments as described by Oprah.
Aha, I get it. Light bulb, bing, 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 bing moment, and the little hairs on your arms stand up.
The first test included the leadership trait questionnaire, where I discovered my strength of friendliness and my weakness of insensitivity. I once worked at Sobeys as a cashier. It was a daily requirement of my job to have hundreds of short conversations with different clients.
There we go. Thank you very much. Please come again. We have a lot more groceries.
The aha moment occurred when I realized how similar my skill set was to my past work experience. I had been practicing my friendliness skill, but when I assumed my personal skills were growing, they were not. The conversations were simply too short to develop any real personal skills.
That's what an aha moment is, isn't it?
I was raised in the Ontario school system. I was what some may call trouble growing up. And I specifically remember a grade 6 teacher asking me how I learned best in the classroom. I responded that I did not learn best in the classroom. I learned by touching, building, doing, not listening. Stepping into the classroom this year, the only way I truly felt comfortable was learning with my hands. This is simply because I was never explicitly told that I could learn through my heart and my head as well. My second moment occurred when I identified how it was influenced. I realized while writing my reflections that I was able to learn through my heart and my head, as shown by Mrs. Schleifer and Obama's influences on me. Now that I am aware of alternate learning methods, and I know that I have used them in the past, I'll be more likely to utilize heart and head learning when a situation calls for it, making me a better leader for tomorrow. The aha moments which occurred to me up until this point have been mainly surface level. My understanding of leadership was not yet as deep as I wanted it to be. Luckily, I've stumbled across my final
Bing, bing, aha moment.
while brainstorming for this movie. After my career at Sobeys, I was hired as a waiter and busser at Puck's Pub. I reflected on myself working as a server at Puck's when I first started. I remember short, energetic conversations with customers, much like my interactions with customers at Sobeys. As my job authority and experience increased, my delegation, decision-making, and personal skills improved with it, as shown through my improved ability to please the customers. I eventually noticed my customers being happier with my services and tipping better. This is beneficial to help sustain my economic success. I said, aha! When I realized I was relying on my Sobeys leadership skills until my new skills were able to grow. Foundations of Leadership has put my leadership experience into a tangible context. It has essentially laid out all of the possible ways I can tackle a situation. This is fantastic. It not only put confidence behind the skills I already had, but gave me the confidence to try new techniques. Much like Martin Luther King Jr., I plan to utilize my budding leadership abilities to help sustain my priorities. My priorities include our planet, our economy, and my personal relationships. At work, I could start an environmental program, which we compost all unused food. This will require delegation, personal, and problem-solving skills, all of which I've developed both mentally and physically. As discussed previously, my improved leadership skills will help maintain my financial success as a waiter as well. Utilizing my skills in a global context is much more challenging, but necessary to accomplish my motto. My ideal path to assist in helping the sustainability of our environment would land me in an advisory position to several large companies. Ideally, I would develop environmental efficient products or procedures for large companies who would implement my ideas company-wide. A job such as this would also provide me with the financial means to live a happy, healthy, sustainable life.
I have a dream.